and of course in math help with Coach Blake. All right, let's start the show, Coach Blake.
I believe it's already been started.
It's
Let's
already well. Let's
let's do the
push the
fun
button.
stuff, eh?
Let's do some fun stuff. That's right.
See you. You see me. Thumbs up. Hey. All right. Friday
All right.
evening. Friday evening. It's what it is, man. What it is. So I want to know, hey everybody, just send us a text, message, or whatever that you got on your phone, so we can hear from you and see how you guys are doing out there. Pretty sure it's kind of weird being on lockdown. What about you, Coach Blake?
Say again.
How are you doing with lockdown?
I'm going crazy.
Going crazy.
I got excited about a Bongo Cat video. That's how bad it is.
The Bongo Cat, man. It's good thing that you're a math teacher. You can do math, right? Fun stuff for you.
Yeah, math is fun for me. I like it.
Just still fun for me. I miss coaching my students, so I hope that doing this will, get those kids and everything to start taking a look the at this at our chess stuff that we're still doing. So continue to keep learning. I think that's why we're doing what we're doing online, and we wanted to do some more next week. And tonight's just a trial, see how we're doing. Hopefully get a little bit of feedback from people that are tuning in for a little bit. And I'm going to be doing beginner classes, and next week I'll try to pick some good times, and hopefully it's my regular after school chess program time from 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Been talking to my wife about it. And then if people want to do some private lessons, I'll be happy to do private lessons with you. I'm going to go in nuts. Actually over here too. Love to teach. Anything. Coach Blake, what else do you do besides math? Or
So I do intro to computer science. I do logic. I also do physics, chemistry, probability and statistics, SAT, ACT, GED, alphabet soup. Let's see. Large groups, one-on-one, in-person, online, everything. Just everything.
yeah, it's been really tricky since everybody's been kind of locked in at home. So all right, Coach Blake, is the chat room available?
Yeah,
Should be.
I've got chats open on all three ends here.
Okay, I got the platforms over here. Just want to check to make sure we can see some stuff. Okay.
We've got one friend with us here on Facebook.
All right.
Joined us in the chat. No one on YouTube or Twitch yet, but that's all right.
Well, hopefully we'll get more people later on too. I can't see the chat on mine right now, so I'm gonna let you keep your eyes on that for me, okay?
Okie doke.
All right. So, anyways, we're doing some chess and everything tonight. Coach Blake, this is continuing education. Kind of do again chess lessons for beginners and intermediates, and yes, even advanced players too that have been playing for a while. Try to brush up on opening playbook and that kind of stuff. But tonight, what I want to do is just take a look at a few chess positions with you, and we get to talk about some of the basic stuff that I do in my chess programs. So I'll show everybody this program is called Pishka, and where I get these puzzles from. And as we're studying this position, of course, you just try to take a look at what's going on here. And I just want to hear your feedback, Coach Blake, on your assessment of this position. I like to hear about what you notice. That way I can be able to, you know, clarify anything in which you notice or not. So go ahead, explain.
Sure. So I'm looking at our screen right now. We have 3 things we want to watch out for: checks, captures, and threats. So I want to look at checks first. I could check the king on queen g2. I can also do queen g1 and g3. Would you mark those for me, Coach?
I can't mark them actually on Pishka. Sorry, buddy.
Oh, sad day. Okay.
I can pick up the queen here. Yeah, queen on g3 is a check. Queen on g2 is a check. Queen on g1 is a check. What are some other squares that could put this this king in check?
We can also do rook takes f4.
Rook takes f4.
Check.
Check.
And we can also do queen takes e2 check.
Queen takes e2 check, and queen f3 is a check too. You might have missed.
Oh, well, the pawn takes. I didn't want to do that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, again, all of them are checks, which you got to consider too. I like we try to do checks first because what's the reason, Coach Blake?
Well, checks can lead to checkmates or to capturing valuable pieces.
So you always hear me say that checks will be the most forcing variation because the opponent here, the king, has to take, run, or block. So he's got to do one of those 3 things: take, run, or block. And if he can't do take, run, or block, then he's going to get checkmated. All right, Coach. So let's go ahead here. Crying babies. You don't have to cry, Coach Blake.
All right, so we have the checks. We covered captures with the checks already.
Wait, what? Okay, capture checks, right?
Yeah, pretty much. So let's see what's gonna happen here. All right, let's see. Decoy reaching to a mating net. All right, so.
Well, don't let the name of the attack. Don't let the name of the puzzle try to get you. You know. Again, you're trying to study this position here.
All right, so those are our checks. Those are the captures. With threats, we have. Trying to think here.
Challenging puzzles I like to give everybody.
The king can squirrel away on e1, so we don't want him running away. The rook can capture the pawn on f4. The rook can also capture the bishop on e3. Again, queen can capture on e2, as well as f4. Knight can capture on f4 as well. Actually, I feel like the knight capture is the best move here.
Okay. The knight capture, I'm gonna tell you, is not a good move because what is White doing here? White's also looking at checks, captures, and threats too. So he's looking at he's got a check here, but that's not good. Queen or king can take. He's got another check over here. That would be another one, right? Another check. So another thing is he's looking for, he says those checks are going to be garbage. So let's take a look at captures. So capturing here, you can capture that rook, Coach Blake. You can capture here also on c4. So those are the more likely ones. But he's going to definitely take out this rook since there's no backup buddy. And that's another term that I love to use with students is backup buddies for your pieces. Okay? So if you go knight takes f4, he can still take your rook and put you in check, Coach Blake.
Oh, okay.
Then he can also take your knight on the next move. When you have to move or block your king, queen takes the knight on f4. So not there. I'll give you 2 more shots.
2 more shots?
2 more shots.
We don't want to make it slow. We want to go fast. So,
yeah.
Let's see.
Trying to challenge you, man.
I'm sorry?
So I'm trying to challenge you. Earlier I asked you anything about the position here and things that you noticed. When you're taking a look at puzzles, take a look and seeing, are there a lot of protecting pieces around this king? The answer really is no. This king over here, the black king, is more safe at the moment because he's got some backup buddies around his pieces here. The only one that's not being protected is this rook here. Okay? So this rook has to get into the action too, somehow.
Oh. Is it rook take f4?
If rook takes f4, I mean, try to put some brain behind it here too. What's he gonna do next? Because he's
Bishop takes.
Bishop takes. Okay. When you have attacking pieces on coming at your king here, you don't always want to run away. You want to take those pieces that are putting you into check. So bishop takes, right?
Right.
And then you need to find a follow-up move. Queen takes check. Okay. King can go to e1. Okay. So just by looking that far into ahead in the position, and I'll show you how to do that better when we do like private lessons to our viewers. That way you kind of get an understanding of like how to deepen your chess vision here. And that's something that all chess players need to work on, just trying to see farther and farther into a position using that same thing, checks, captures, and threats. So I'll show you how to do that in private lessons. All right, Coach Blake. So nope, not going to work here. Not going to give us anything.
By all means, please show us.
Okay. Well, here, again, our rook is under attack. So we looked at all these other possible checks here. Not working, not working. Check here, not working. Takes all of our stuff here. So the next thing that I have to look at is captures, Coach Blake. Okay. So I can... This rook, he, again, is being threatened to be captured by the queen here. So, best move that I want to play is to move this rook to a good square, okay? And I noticed something. If I take out this bishop here and he takes me, okay? If he doesn't take my rook, I'm just going to laugh, all right? Because I'm going to be up another piece. So, taking him out there... Now you can see it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm glad. Let's let people kind of like take a look at the position just a little bit more, see if they can find it too. Again, the best looking move here, checks, captures, and threats. Where I want you to try to find checks now with the queen again. So again, it kind of leads you into finding a checkmate. For my students that are watching, you want to continue to keep doing your checkmate 1 and checkmate 2 puzzles, because this was kind of a lead into a checkmate 2. White's going to be down some pieces here. All right, Coach Blake. So final move here is
Queen G1 check.
Queen G1 check. Is that checkmate, sir?
Nope.
Uh-oh.
That's okay.
He's going to run. Where's he going to run to?
Doesn't matter.
He can run D2. He can run to E4. And he can run, Coach Blake. Oh, no. Come on. Use your backup buddy thing, man. Use your backup buddy. Where is he? I hope you guys at home can find it. Oh, Coach Blake. Getting rusty, my friend.
Oh, let me see. He's going to run to either F3 or E4. Or he could also run to D2.
Okay, too many options. Too many runaway squares. Try find another check. When I notice that there's too many, then there's a lot of variations that I just don't need to be looking at.
Queen take F4.
Queen takes F4. There you go. That leads to the mate. Do you see that?
Ah, okay.
Okay, take a look at this. I know I liked your idea. Queen G1, king moves, queen takes. Still good, but you got the checkmate right there. Okay? Once you got the checkmate, then it's easier. Now let's go back to this problem one more time so I can show everybody again. How does this work, Coach Blake?
Capture with the rook to get the king into the nice little spot for us.
All right. We're pulling the king onto a square, okay? But it's a trick in a way. He didn't have to take the rook. He could have just ran and played on for a little bit longer. But again, that's really tricky now because black is going to have queen, rook, and knight versus a queen and a rook. That is a very hard defensive chore to be able to do. So I wouldn't really want to play chess after that. Rook takes here. Okay. But again, that's luring it in, and I'm sure that the guy that was playing with white didn't realize that was a checkmate. Okay. Well, Coach Blake, we'll save the next puzzle for another time. Let's take a look and everything at our next deal here. What we're going to do, we're going to go to lead chess. Okay. Here's our lead chess board. And thank you, lead chess, for letting us stream. You guys are awesome. And we're going to play a game. All right, Coach Blake. And
we're playing our game?
Yeah,
okay.
We're playing our game.
Why do we have different time control?
I don't know. Can you send us the invite? Or we can do a rematch, maybe? No, let's do...
We can do a rematch. Let's do a rematch here.
Okay. Are you going to send me the link?
Yeah, give me just a moment.
Okay, wait. Let me challenge you here. We like lead chess.
How many minutes are we going?
We're going to do a game 30-30. Okay? 30, casual, my friend. All right. Here's your...
Oh, you already did the thing.
I did the thing. I don't know how that thing worked last time here when they gave us more. All right, congratulations. You have the white pieces. Take it nice and slow, all right, man? I haven't played chess in a while. Nah, I'm just kidding.
All right.
Go easy on me. Go easy on me. I'm getting old. All right.
Control the center.
Oh, controlling the center with that one. All right. Well, Coach Blake, I'm going to give you my muy popular knight to f6. Okay. Come at me, bro.
How dare you, sir?
Come at me, bro. I don't mind a little bit of friendly competition here. All right, you can do your thing. You can do your thing. Wow. This guy is trying to like play dangerous here. All right, I'm gonna do my line. My line. What are you gonna do, Coach? Oh, you took it. Why would you take it? Did you know that taking is probably like the best way to deal with it?
The best what now?
The best. All right. So how can I make your life miserable? I'm going to get into a pawn structure that I'm more familiar with, and you're not.
All right. Bring it, yo.
Well, I might have tried something different than that one. See, you want to control the center more, you know? Even though, like, Black's attacking the center here, and I feel no bad things are coming here, but I noticed that you have that weak pawn there, so I'm coming at you too, bro. That's what happens when you get that bishop out early. You kind of like create a weakness. Okay. All right. So another thing I noticed here is this diagonal's opening up.
Yep.
So there. But you don't know if I'm going to castle on the king side yet, do you? Oh, what? Why would you take?
Because it's fun.
It's fun to take. You just kind of like opened up this for me too. So now I'm going to make your life even more miserable when I take back. Have to take back. I'm not going to let you sit there and take my stuff here. Ooh. Man, I don't like getting down on time. That's how I lost to you the other day. Okay, well, I don't know if that was constructive or not. But I see this whole B3 idea. I don't like that idea. I think maybe the queen needs to come back there, earlier in the game, and we'll maybe get a chance to analyze it if we're done early here. But again, that rook is just like a sitting duck.
Don't touch my ducks.
I'm going to go ahead and make my bishop better. Coming after you, man. Kind of makes me question what I'm going to do with this guy, though. This is pretty terrible. All right. Well, honestly, I feel like that was an unnecessary move. I mean, okay, I need to take that back. That was a necessary move because my bishop's in the way, but having to do this, moving that rook over here, was the consequence of pushing that pawn forward. You kind of see that, right?
I do.
Okay. Well, I'll be quiet here. So what do I want in this position here? I have options to castle, develop my knight, push that pawn to control more of the center here. Knights before bishop is the rule I'm going to follow.
In general, yes, it is.
Yeah, it's a general rule. You have to know when to break the rules here. But I can get that knight out faster than that bishop here. So, okay. You're not playing nice. Well, I'm kind of questioning like what square you're battling here the most, and it's this square You have a lot of control over that one light square. So I kind of do want to contest it in a way. Oh, but wait. Okay. Those are nice ideas.
Ooh, that's my shoulder.
Those are my targets right there. I shouldn't be going in for an attack too early like this, but that C file's opened up when you took, and my queen took back here.
Alright. Let's see what you got.
So you gotta worry about those. This is like early trouble for you, man. You gotta take this a little slower. You're punching out moves. Either way, I got a pawn. I'm glad I went with that tip of knights before bishops. I'm glad I went with that idea of putting that bishop on that long diagonal, quick development, and getting that pawn out of the way. That was a key thing of them making this bishop dangerous. Now that rook can't come back here to defend that pawn. Ooh. So I guess the question is, how are you going to defend that guy? All right, so 2 attackers here is what I tell my students, and there's only like one backup buddy on this knight here. So taking would be nice. I'm not afraid of it because I get a pawn out of the deal. But I want to try to look a little bit farther because I'm giving up one of my really good pieces here. I get a pawn here, and I'm threatening this guy here, but now I can move the rook over, or I can't move. Well, he can. All right, wasting too much time. Don't want to waste too much time. All right. Hope you. Whoa, Coach Blake, you are going too fast, man. Too fast for a game 30-30.
I can't help it. I like the speed.
Well, we should play a speed game then if you want to do it like that. Trading off is good. Get those queens off the board, and then I can pick my target here on what I want. Depending on how you take back, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But our friend, Mr. Cortez, and everything knows that I play a lot of, like, games that are openings. Excuse me. I know a good bit, but then again, you kind of like took me out of my opening repertoire pretty early today. I'm gonna simplify. I'm gonna just simplify. I know it just sounds too elementary, but that's the name of the game, I'm just gonna have to play small ball. If we're talking about baseball terms, right?
Yep.
And whoa, there you go again, moving fast. Why are you going so fast, man? Why are you going so fast?
I don't want you forking me.
You're going so fast, dude. I mean, I know you don't want the fork, but why not the rook? Why not the rook? You got nothing there. I can't have my knight there in this center. He's just kind of dumb, so I got to move him out. But is there a rush to do that? See, these are the kind of moves that kind of get me in a way. You're like, do I waste time? Because you're not attacking my knight. If you're attacking my knight, then I'd go, pretty quick.
What you gonna do, Santos? What you gonna do?
Well, no. Okay. So the reason why I need to get this knight out right away is because you can play here, and then on the next move, my knight cannot go to B4. He's trapped. Okay. So, students, you need to definitely improve your pieces quickly. Don't get them trapped. Nice play, sir. Nice play. Okay. So they're there. Well, let's see. We can go here. Attack the bishop here, and which is why not. I get this bishop to improve a little bit. And he wants the check. Okay. Now, I can block this with the bishop, or I can block this with the knight. I can also move out of the way. Try to keep my bishop on the board too. But, you know, when you're winning, trade your pieces is what we tell the students. So let's do it here. Come on, man. You're going to put it there. You might as well trade it, right?
That's right.
You are a sucker. You're a sucker. And I know you're going to check me. I know you want to check me. Are you going to check me, or you just going to, like, let me get more squares on the board? Because I'm going to play F6 next. Well, let me see here. Well, your knight had the opportunity to come here. If I take that away, you can't go to those squares either. But is it a bad move? No, I don't think it's a terrible move. I'm just going to, like, stop your pieces from going where I want them to go. Don't want them to be. Okay, I got 20 minutes left on my clock here. All right, threatening here. Okay. We can dance a little bit. No, I don't want you to take him, and I don't want to play that E move here. How do you feel about this position, honestly?
You have a passed pawn. I don't like it. Plus, you have an open file that you can use very quickly. Don't like that either.
Well, a passed pawn is a pawn that is not going to meet any. He's not going to get captured along the way. So your pawns can still capture mine along the way, going down the board here. Kind of a close position here, but you can definitely open it up here. Interesting. All right, I'm undoubling my pawns. I don't like this. Okay. Ugh, look at this. This is pretty terrible. 1 pawn island, 2 pawn islands, 3 pawn island, 4 pawn islands here. And Coach Blake has a wonderful one. He's got a 1, 2 pawn islands. Okay. To mine ugly pawn structure here.
I have someone rooting for me saying I'm the best.
All right. Well, 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 said Coach Santos. Let's see about that. You got a nice centralized knight. Nice centralized knight. That's your good piece here. And I definitely want an end game where I have more pawns in this end game. So let's try to get a... let's see here. Would a trade be good for me? Challenge accepted. Challenge accepted. Come on, coach. Because that's going to be my square, and then I'm going to try to get control over those squares with my pawns. I want to have a good center here. This is a good example game here. Centralizing your pieces, trying to get that pawn center to move. I don't see too many games like this, honestly. Those pawns and everything are just kind of like gone.
The reason I don't have a tag that says Coach Blake on it is because I'm not always going to be the one that is on this one.
Yeah.
And so that box there is for the guest.
I hope more guests start showing up.
Let's see.
Man, you have taken a whole 5 minutes
I'm okay with that.
to get into this position. Why are you okay with that? That is not what you want to do in a game 30-30. That's not what you want to do in a game 30-30.
I was looking at the board. I wasn't looking at the time.
Oh, okay. Well, I only look at the clock to make sure that I'm not wasting my time here. So, because if we look at it, how to divide your time up between opening, middle game, and end game. I want 10 minutes for the opening, which is what I've done. I got a good opening. Now I want another good 10 minutes in the middle game. And we are like probably way past the middle game here. A lot of pieces have left the board here, and this is looking more like an end game. So if I can get to an end game in the next few moves without getting rid of those knights on the board, then it looks good. But again, I consider this to be an end game, Coach Blake, because queens have left. Queens have left the board here. All right.
Yeah.
Charge. I'm taking all your space. I'm going to continue to push my pawns forward. I'm going to come get you, man. Look at that sad knight. Why is he doing there? Oh.
He might just have a plan, Coach.
He might
have a plan.
He might. He's a dreamer. He's a dreamer. Okay, well, I want more space. I want more space. I think my pawns are doing a pretty nice job. Okay, Coach Blake. If you're going to, I would say, salvage your game here, you need to get 2 pawns back. One, I would consider definitely hang in there. You're still winning, still doing stuff, right? But what you got here, you don't want to lose it, you know? Trying to create counterplay. Okay. Now that the pawns are connected, I feel like I can free up my knight a little bit more too. How do I feel about that one? Okay. Board is still closed for business. I don't want to start swapping off pawns right now. Because again, we could get to a tricky endgame. I don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. Just yet. That's kind of what got me into trouble here. Last time when I played you here.
Worked really hard for that one.
You did. All right. Central March.
Why, thank you.
Oh no. Oh no. This is not good. Okay. Maybe I goofed. I was supposed to. Alright. Good move, Coach Blake. Good move. Alright. Now, brown cow. I'll make you pay for that, sir. I'll make you pay for that. I'm gonna come back. Take your rook.
I shall.
No. It looks so good. Alright. Well, the moment that all right. Checks come first. Don't take it. Don't take it. Don't take it. Don't take it. Run like a chicken. Run like a chicken. Okay, this was like what I was planning earlier before I I fumbled. I'm real, everybody. I'm real. I can fumble sometimes. Uh-oh. Don't take it, Coach Blake. You want to take it, don't you?
Hold on. I still have 12 minutes worth of middle game play.
Oh, you do. You can have the time. I will gladly give you the time.
I should have taken that pawn when I had the chance.
You can still take that pawn right now. Right now. What's stopping you? I need more coffee, man. I can't let this slip up stuff happen anymore. I'll get you, my friend. I'll get you this time.
Okay, I see where this is going.
No, you don't see nothing. You're going too fast. You're going way too fast.
Speed does not mean inaccuracy.
Oh, it does. It does. All right. Why did I crumble? I was seeing something.
Yeah.
That's why I blundered. I was seeing something I shouldn't have seen here, but I don't think I'm out. Don't think I'm out. I have a strong pawn center, and those pawns are becoming more and more valuable to me. Closed position here, so I'm shielded by the pawns, and your rooks and everything are not going to be able to get through my center. He runs like a chicken. He runs like a chicken. I knew it. All right.
I'm not fool enough to get forked.
Okay. Collect, please. I need to collect my... Whoa. 2 rooks in the middle. 2 rooks in the middle. That looks fancy. Coach Blake. All right. So... I'm coming for you, man. I'm going to get all my pieces. We're going to come charging at you. What is this? You are trying to... Wow. Okay. Well, I guess we just got to, like, sidestep a little bit, right? And I want to go backwards. Forward march. Give the people a show, Coach Santos. Come on. Look at this pawn wall, everybody. I don't have to mess up your board here. Coach Blake cannot break in to this awesome pawn center.
Yeah.
So I would classify these as a bishop or a knight. Those pawns are two of them in the center, really strong. He runs like a chicken. Run like a chicken. Get out of my way. Uh-oh, Coach Blake. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Oh, I want that guy. I don't want that rook. What? What? Why would you do that? No, he was my favorite, man. He was my favorite. Okay, after the take, like this, what does Coach Blake have? He's got a Kung Fu grip on those guys right there. Well, sir, you're going to get that pawn. So I need to better my piece anyways. Okay, he took it. I knew it. All right. So there. Take it. I want you to.
You're really rude.
GG, bro. Is it over for you? Okay, see, now you can take it. You can take that pawn. I don't care. My center is gone. And my plan has been okay. It's been simplified here because now I'm just going to march my king, pick off these guys, and then promote my pawns. Okay. I mean, why not? Munch. Munch, 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 munch. Okay, well, you are also close here, but will I be able to queen faster? I believe so. Let me calculate just for a minute. Yep, don't need to worry about these guys here. Or this guy. And make my queen... Let's go with it, bro. Let's go with it. I knew it. I knew it. You can't stop my pawn, though. And see, you got to move your king like out of the way, pawn's way, if you're gonna do anything with that guy. So keep marching. Okay, moves out of the way. Are we convinced yet? Yes or no? Okay, and getting closer, getting closer. So when I make my queen, what tactics do I have next? Hey, coach. I have checks. Queen B, please. Okay, he moves there. Don't want to get this guy promoted because when he gets promoted, then we have a tie, or looking like a tie. Queen E5 is the check here. Okay, in-game ideas here. On this in-game idea, I don't want this king to move scoot to the side where this pawn can come up here. So Coach Blake, the idea is to pin it. Well, he hasn't moved to the left or to the right. So this gives my king an opportunity to move in. So now wherever you go, I'm just going to continue to keep advancing in closer. My king and my queen are going to tag team your pawn that's there on f7, and so that I can be able to checkmate you. So stay there. No, you're not supposed to scoot over. Well, yes, you're supposed to scoot over. Well, this is a big threat. So the easy idea to play here is to create a pin. Okay, when I put my queen there, I'm going to pin that pawn down so that the king cannot push that pawn forward because he'd be in check. So that's the idea. Boom. Okay, now that looks scary too, doesn't it? Because you're ready to push that pawn, and again, the idea is to create a pin so that the king cannot push that pawn and put himself in the check. So,
Coach Santos, I suggest you look for just a moment to see what you have on hand.
Well, I know I have a check
out here, but I feel you're moving a little too quick.
I have a check. And he just kind of runs into it. Because you either go here or you go here. And I still got to scoop my king over. So I want the king here. Keep coming closer. So, I'm old school. I'm old school.
Okay. This is move 47.
47. Yeah. Yeah. Whatever. I ain't no grandmaster. Alright. And so, because the king goes there, and now I can go with the check. Yep, those are your only two running squares, sir. And I cannot believe I did that. Let me see here. Because now my queen has to go back. Okay. You're doing good, coach. You're trying to hold the position here. Okay. So let's check you here. Move your king in front. Right. Now you can't move, so then I'm moving closer. Alright, dang, I just made that again too silly. Too silly. Alright, checkmate's here, guys. Here. He's got to push the pawn, check him, and then I go here, checkmate. Okay. See, that was simple for me. Boom. Oh, he wants to be silly. He wants to be silly. I could take you if I wanted to. What do we do, everybody? What do we do? Yes. Here and then here. You don't run away, Coach Blake, from Coach Santos. All right. Properly using that time. Whoop, whoop. All right, everybody. That was the game. Coach Blake, you went ridiculously fast in this opening and you kind of got yourself in some trouble. Let's take a look at this game real fast. Okay? Okie dokies. Alright. Tell me where you felt stuck. Just be honest, open.
Say again.
Just be honest and be open. What do you know about this and position here? Trying to educate some people.
From my memory, when you pop the E pawn like that, you are doing the dragon or some sort of Sicilian.
That's the C pawn,
Is that
sir.
correct?
The
C pawn?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't read. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see.
The Sicilian is a king's pawn opening. This is a queen's pawn opening.
What?
The Sicilian is a king's pawn opening, and we have a queen's pawn opening here. So
I'm confused.
Okay. You told me that this was a Sicilian position. This is not a Sicilian position.
I know that you're not supposed to take the pawn, but I also know the knight is really powerful in the beginning. And my knight, or my bishop right now is the bad bishop, so I'm trading a bad piece for a good piece. So
Okay.
I'm willing to do that.
All right. Okay.
Other than that, that's all I got.
And I think that I want to kind of help you like where you feel like you need it. Did you want to take it or not?
I did. Yes.
Okay. So after the take, were you looking at E takes or you're looking at G takes?
From my history, I remember that G takes is better for black.
It's it's only better if you know the positions, right?
Okay.
Do you know these positions?
I don't. I'm not as strong as you are when it comes to these positions.
Okay. Well, look. The idea is you're trying to like remember like after you get into something like this, what am I supposed to be doing next, right?
Okay.
So tell me the opening setup plan that you are trying to achieve here.
Make my points, bring my knights out, and put the white bishop on d3. Castle, bring my queen to c2. That's my plan.
Okay. When this, let me give you a tip into this. When black is taking this way, he might not castle kingside. He might, castling queenside is also kind of looking kind of weird as well because this c pawn is going to be missing. So the tip about this pawn here is that he's going to be helping out with the pawn push to the center, right?
Okay.
And it's just about looking over games, and I do that with private students. We take a look at some other grandmaster games and how they're using these pawns, especially this extra F pawn to help push in the center, so he can be undoubled. All right, but that's not the way that this game went. Of course, I ended up pushing this pawn, right, trying to wreak some havoc, and I traded it off for one of your pawns. So looking at it from white's perspective, what I want to do is I want to try to close the position, maybe close the center, but it's going to be hard to do that because now black has this dynamic move of trying to play that pawn in the center, and he's got a nice developing kind of plan to be able to do that. Okay, maybe even queen here, black bishop here to help out with that too. So the takeaway that I want you to remember is that that's black's idea, okay? And you got to be ready to counter that. So controlling that square is important in a way. But what I would try to do is just keep this position open. Taking looks good. Developing your knights before your bishops looks good too. Maybe even this knight, okay? Putting that pawn in the center looks interesting as well, but I probably wouldn't do that like right now. Only for the sake of like, I want to get other pieces developed too. And I mean, with this bishop, I'm not going to really put him here. I mean, I could. It's just space grabbing here. But instead of grabbing the space, a move like knight c3 would help for a pawn push. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So that looks like an interesting line that I've played before as well. So taking again would be one of my recommendations. Is also pushing that pawn would also be an annoying kind of move. So try that next time. But when you closed it up here, then it left this as a target. And when you played that move, b3, that to me was kind of like, all right. And I get when people do that because they don't know how to deal with this guy here. So if we back up for just for a minute here to this situation here, you can gambit the pawn. I believe in some lines, you just want to keep your pieces to actively develop. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay. And just try to keep your pieces alive as you're playing. But that's why I like, and why other chess players like, to push that pawn up either 1 or 2, so they can be able to get the queen out to target that pawn. London games, Trompowsky games, Verisov games. You can see this in and what's another one? Tory attack, is another one where the bishop comes out to f4 or g5 here, like what you did. But once that bishop lands over here, that b2 square always becomes a weakness, and you have to be aware of that in your opening here. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So here we go. Bishop is on that long diagonal, taking. When I take back, the queen isn't really being, bothered. Does that make sense? She's on a really.
I'm supposed to bother the queen. Is that what you're saying?
Well, let me see here again, because let me scoot back a little bit.
Pardon, we've got kids screaming.
Okay. So, this is why I like, because what happens if we go here? If we go there to, on that move, because that's the move that I like to play, instead of like e3 like you played here. If I'm going up here, then I can be able to put up here, and I got 2 pawns in the center, right, for white, with an easier thing. But again, that guy is always being targeted. And then I just kind of scoop my queen out over here. And with my queen there, I can be able to start pushing, right? That makes sense to you, buddy? Okay. So try that way. I think, again, for a different type of game. This opening that you played in, the theory is not always well known to chess players, which I think makes it a really nice, a really nice type of chess opening to play. Okay, bettering the piece. Again, that whole b3 move, it's a long-term weakness, what we call it in chess. And I could probably put up my bishop right there and make it really annoying as well too. But the main idea that helped me out was just to keep developing, and then after that move, that kind of like sent signals in my head that these guys are weak, and I have a knight that can jump in there pretty quickly, put those guys to the test. What are you going to do about that? That's what helped, and it's really, really, really early in this game here, because move number 9, you're already looking at some big trouble. So what I would do, again, more for advice, is just take your opening a little bit slower, especially when you start to enter into some positions where you're just like, I don't know what to do after this. Okay. So I know you're just trying to like throw moves down here, but give it a moment and everything to soak it in. All right, everybody. That's all that I got for this evening. Thank you, Coach Blake, for hanging out with us tonight. And I hope to see everybody again another time. Coach Blake, any other final remarks, questions for me?
No, not really. I had fun. Tired. I'll hope to do this next time. People, thank you for those that did.
Yeah, thanks
We had a bunch
everybody.
of people pop in on Facebook. We had, uh, we didn't have anyone yet pop in for YouTube or Twitch, but that's okay.
Cool. Thank you, my Facebook friends and family. You guys are awesome. I love y'all. Stay safe, America. Stay safe. And don't forget.
That's it for this evening.
Indeed, Arena.
Night, everybody. Night. It's been
Wait,
fun.
wait, wait. Hold on. Coach
Whoa.
Santos, what is your Twitch handle so people can follow you?
The channel. Oh,
Your Twitch handle.
my Twitch handle. Oh, okay. Twitch handle is Coach Santos. Go to Twitch. Go to Twitch.
All right. So we have.
What up? What's up, Coach? Are we done? Is that it? Yay. Thank you, everybody. Once a man. All right. I'm ending the stream. Good night. Have a nice weekend.